Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to reading. Today, I want to teach you that when you figure out the lesson of the story, it's important to say why and how you know that's the lesson. First, you name what the lesson is, and then you go back and tell me what events in the text helped you figure it out. And then after you are able to go back and tell me where you found the answers to the lesson, and next you should be able to explain it to a partner, because if you can explain it, then you are for sure understanding what that lesson is. So, readers, to do this, you have to know why that's the lesson and how the lesson matters. Let's take an example of a book we read last week. We read the book Shortcut. And the page right here says, we should have taken the road, but it was late and it was getting dark, so we started down the track. So the girls knew, oh, we should be taking the road, but it's late, we're going to take the shortcut. We're going to take the tracks. And then on this page it says, we knew when the passenger train passed, but the freight train didn't run on schedule. They might come at any time. We should have taken the road. So they don't know the train schedule, so they are not really sure when the train will come. And you can tell they're a little bit afraid because of what possibly might come their direction. Let's look at the next one. We jumped off the tracks onto the steep slope, like a big steep hill. We didn't think about the barriers or the snakes. Sorry, not barriers, briars. We didn't think about the briars. The briars are those really big thorns that hurt whenever you touch it in a bush, and snakes. So all of these events are telling me, oh, they know they should not have taken the shortcut. The train schedule is unknown. They don't know when the train's coming, and they're now on a steep slope with thorns and snakes. So each of these events is leading up to the fact that they should not have taken the shortcut. On this page right here it says, we walked home without a word. We didn't tell Big Mama. We didn't tell Mama. We didn't tell anyone. We didn't talk about what had happened for a very long time. And we didn't take the shortcut again. So that is the lesson these kids learned. We didn't take the shortcut again. And I know that's the lesson based on what the other parts of the story told me about how they shouldn't have taken the road that they took because it was late, just because it was late. They ran into the train tracks and into the briars and the snakes. So each of these events led to the lesson, don't take a shortcut. Now it is your turn to choose a book. And when you're reading that book, I want you to pay attention to the events in the story that led to the lesson. Because whenever you do your must-do, you're going to have to tell me what events. There should be probably at least three different events. Tell me all three events, all three things that led to the characters learning a lesson. Just like here, the first thing, they took the train track route because it was dark and late. Then the second thing that happened was they ran into train tracks that the train was coming towards them. The third thing that happened was that they ran into briars and snakes. So those are the three events that told them, oh, they should never have taken that shortcut. So this is your turn now to go get a book off of Epic and find three things that led to your character's lesson in this story. Once you have read your book and you know what the three different events are that led to your character's lesson, you can begin working on your must-do. We're going to come back together at 9:15. At 9:15, we're going to come back together and we will discuss what lesson your character learned in the story. And maybe I'll get to share some of your video notes. I'll see you at 9:15.